everyone, happy December! We have made it. I'm super excited to bring you another mat work routine, so let's get into it. We're going to start on all fours with the wrist positioned directly underneath the shoulders, neck nice and long. I want you to maintain that position, pushing away from the mat. Just going to articulate through our lower back today, so just tilting tailbone up towards the roof. And then tucking that tailbone under, anchoring towards the floor as we then start to round up through our mid-back. Beautiful, keeping that going there. So just a little bit of spinal articulation to get us started. I want you to initiate the movement though from the tailbone and the pelvis, coming up towards the lower back and the mid-back. I have my Christmas pudding next to me, my nutcracker. The house is looking very festive and I'm loving it. It's my favourite time of year. Good. 2 and 1. I'm going to find that middle ground, so somewhere in between those 2 points. Lifting up from the pelvic floor, we're going to curl the toes under. Breath in, prepare. Breath out, float and lift those knees. Breath in, lower and tap. Breath out, float and lift. So I want you to really keep pressing through the fingertips here and trying to grow as far away from the mat as you can in terms of just your chest and shoulders lifting away rather than collapsing down towards. It has been an extremely warm day today and I've been at the beach, so I feel like my body temperature is going to rise quite rapidly. So if I get red in the face, that would be why. Good. 2 and 1. We're going to hover. Push the sit bones back towards the heels, back to neutral, lower. So we're bringing in that little backwards rock, still keeping the neck really nice and long here. This is just to load up those quads a little bit more. So really getting those thigh muscles working and our abdominals. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's rest those shoulders for a moment, coming down onto our forearms, elbows now stacked underneath our shoulders. We're going to just lengthen through our right leg. Keeping the hip bones square towards the floor, belly buttons drawing towards the spine, and lift that right leg. We're lengthening through the leg. We're trying to maintain a nice neutral lower back position. Let the eyes cast down towards the mat. So we're lengthening away from our hip socket and then lifting that leg. Great. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Bend the knee, flex the foot, pulse, pulse. So we're keeping that knee at 90 degrees. We're lifting that heel towards the roof without letting our hip bones move. Good. I'm going to make it a little bit quicker. That's it. Keeping those eyes low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower back down. Plant that right knee. We're going to lengthen through our left leg and float. Tap the toes and then float that heel back up. Keeping your belly button drawing towards your spine. pressing out of the elbows and trying to avoid your body rocking too far to the right side of the mat. So now that we've woken up our right glute, we're definitely going to be feeling that starting to burn on our supporting side also. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that leg, bend that knee, flex the foot, lift towards the roof and lower. So we're keeping that knee bent to 90 degrees. This is a donkey kick. But notice that I'm keeping my lower back and pelvis nice and neutral. We're going to turn this into a pulse. So making that a nice short, sharp movement. That's it, really burning out our backside. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back up onto all fours, we're just going to finish off with some planks. You're going to walk the hands forward in front of the line of the shoulder joint, curling the toes under. We're going to lift the knees and shoot forward, hold. We're going to take our right knee in towards our center, over to our left elbow, back to center, and reset. Alternating sides. Try and keep those shoulders pointing straight towards the ground. Long through the back of the neck, pointing through that working leg. Let's go for 2 more. Breathing, breathing. Well done. And lower down and back. Rocking back into a child's pose just for a moment to take a little minute of breath. We're going to come onto our sides. Elbow position directly underneath the shoulders. Knees bent. Hips are stacked. Long through the back of the neck. Push away from the mat to stay nice and elongated through our upper body. Lengthen our right leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So you're really trying to draw that leg out of the hip before you lift. Keeping that right shoulder, that uppermost shoulder nice and relaxed. Nice and small movement. Keep that upper waist lifting away from the floor. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Restack the knees. Open, extend, return, and lower. Open, lengthen, connect, and lower. So just adding another leg extension. Good. Again, getting into those glutes. And lower. For 3, for 2, and 1. And lower. Beautiful. Take it over to the other side. Knees bent, heels connected. Hand down onto the floor. Lift away from the mat. Keep the neck nice and long. Send that top leg out. Keep the hips square. Lift and lower. So you want to make sure that you're imagining hip bones are stacked directly on top of each other.
like 2 vertical bricks. We're lifting that waist away from the mat, keeping nice and long through the back of the neck. That chair is perfectly positioned to make sure that my foot isn't moving too far around. Moving around too much. Sunday brain. That's it. So we're starting to feel that warmth building through that side seam. That muscle is working. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Connect the heels straight into it. Open, extend, return, lower. Maintaining the breath. Hope you've all been getting into the Christmas spirit if you celebrate. It's such a nice time of year. Love it. That's it. For 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower down. Well done. Glutes, glutes, glutes. We're coming onto our backs. Let's just take a moment just to find our neutral pelvic position. So just letting the lower back roll off the mat and then imprinting. Just working through a few of those spinal articulations, just like we did at the start on all fours. Let's settle in and find that neutral pelvic position. Belly buttons drawing towards the spine. We're going to lift the knees one at a time up into tabletop position without letting anything else move. We're going to bring our right hand over to our left knee, pressing the hand into the knee and the knee into the hand. We're going to breath in to prepare. Breath out, lengthen our opposite leg. Breath in, return. That's it. So you're aiming for that 45-degree leg extension as we lengthen that right leg only. You're going to imagine that you're pressing $100 note in between your left knee and your right hand. You're making sure that it doesn't slip out. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Pop the feet back down. Take the right hand straight behind the back of the neck. We're going to come into our obliques now. Lift the legs back into tabletop, neutral spine. Lift up into that abdo press. So we're sliding ribs towards hips. We're going to keep that left hand on the ground. We're going to combine a bit of a rotation as we now extend that right leg again. We're drawing our right armpit over towards our left knee, keeping that elbow really nice and wide. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to go back into our opposite side. Keep the legs in tabletop. Hand to knee, left side to right knee. Push. Lengthen. Slide that left leg out on that 45-degree. Breath in, return. We are shaking now. Well done. That's it. Breathing through. Keeping those ribs hugging in on each other. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Relax those legs for a moment. Let's take a minute to reset. Take the left hand straight behind the back of the neck, right hand goes long. Lift the legs back into tabletop. Let's come into that oblique movement. So left armpit moving towards right knee as we extend left leg. We come up first and then over. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hug those knees in towards the chest. And we've made it. A nice quick little video for you this afternoon. If you'd like to stack it with one of my other videos, go for it if you're game. And let me know if you have any recommendations in the comments.